Hello everyone, Treecks here and welcome back to Yoshi Story. We are at the title screen one last time. As you may know, after the last episode, we completed the game for a third time. However, that is not where it ends. Yoshi Story has 4 stages in every single page. So in order to do the final one in every single page, we need to play this game one last time for these final 6 stages. The 4th and final stages of all of the pages, excluding the first page, for every single page, the most difficult one to unlock. Because the 4th stage on every single page only becomes available after collecting every single special heart in all of the stages. I must admit, some of the stages are not per se the most difficult ones on that page. In some instances the 3rd one is definitely a lot harder. Most of all looking at Ghost Castle. But in some instances it will be the most challenging challenge yet. Stage 4 for the first page is actually the only one that is always unlocked. For this one you don't need any special hearts. But it is what we're going to play today. Tower Climb is definitely the most interesting of all of the stages in page 1. And therefore good saving this one for last. And speaking of saving for last, remember how we actually unlocked 2 special types of Yoshis in the span of this Let's Play. Mr. White and Mr. Black. Both of them unlocked by finding a special egg in page 2 and page 3. This 4th and final run through Yoshi Story I will be playing with these 2 special types of Yoshis. They are not just a different color compared to the rest of the Yoshis. They also have a couple of special traits. And therefore they deserve some special treatment. I'll be starting off with the White Yoshi. Here on page 1, stage 4. This is a type of platform we have not seen yet. All the way to the right you can actually heal yourself immediately. So might as well. Now let's go see what we're dealing with. Special types of platforms, which we use to climb. Propeller lift. Hop on. The ride never ends, unless you hit something. So, these things work automatically, it seems. You jump, and it will automatically start going up. We can actually lean left or right in order to make it turn a little bit. But it will disappear the moment we hit a wall or a ceiling. And that's going to be the gist for the first phase of this stage. We need to climb using these propeller lifts. Here's an egg box, so might as well stock up on ammo. There we go. And let's see if this White Yoshi can actually do something special. First of all, we're also on the lookout for melons again. Which is a perfect opportunity to actually show off the first special thing about the White and Black Yoshi. Their eggs, whenever in full health, will explode with an even bigger explosion than we're used to. Whenever full health, of course, Yoshis have a bigger explosion. But for the Black and White Yoshi, it's an even bigger explosion. These guys are a lot more powerful than any regular type of Yoshi. Keep that in mind. So, definitely tread carefully with these guys. You don't want to lose these 2. Let's follow the trail of coins, even higher up. To a little niche over here. And let's boom this fairy. Melon number 2. Oh, and Miss Warp number 1. Also still a thing, of course. Next up, we want to go in this little niche. Not per se to get melons, but we do need to spawn these melons for later. The moment we're on the right side of the tower, then we can actually pick them up. But we do need to go in here to spawn them. They don't appear from the other side. Keep that in mind. Alright, now let's talk about a different kind of special power concerning the Black and White Yoshi. Let's try to eat this fairy while it's blue. And as you can see, we don't get a bad taste. Every single thing that normal Yoshis would be able to eat that would give them a bad taste, actually won't give a bad taste to the Black and White Yoshi. This applies to poisonous enemies like the blue fairies, but also things like red peppers, for instance. Something any normal type of Yoshi wouldn't like. These guys, the Black and White Yoshi, actually don't mind. Oh, come on. Wanted to go for extra points. Bouncing on all of the fairies here is not per se easy. And here we actually find the true introduction for the umbrella. We did find them already in the second stage of page 6. But here is actually the true first appearance of the umbrella. Remember, the thing we can actually use in order to float down slowly. In this case, something we can use in order to get the ledge over to the right. Because there's a melon for us to grab. There could be something up here. However, as you can see, the moment you hold an umbrella, you're no longer able to flutter jump. So do keep that in mind. We are able to control our descent a little bit better with this umbrella. But we do lose our flutter jump. So it's not per se always a good thing. Yeah, there you are. Number 5. Bullet bills will also start appearing here. Not per se a problem here, but they will appear in a later stage 4 as well. And here are the 2 melons we actually spawned earlier. Giving us the first lucky fruit of the stage. And lucky fruit is definitely something the White Yoshi can play around with. Because, don't forget, we have infinite eggs now and our big explosions. We can create lots of fireworks with this guy. Awesome. The power of the Black and White Yoshis. So, let's continue. We also have a couple of vertical-oriented bill blasters now. I'm pretty sure that is something that's normally not allowed in the traditional Mario platformer. I don't think there's anything here. No. This is for later. Just remember, there is something here, just not for us. At least not right now. There should also be a melon somewhere around here, according to my notes. Yeah, here you are. 9th one. This one has nothing. Not even coins. Nope. There's another melon on the ledge to the right over here. Next up, we're going to want to try to bounce on these fairies for some maximum points. Let's get a ×4. Use the umbrella to actually time the jumps correctly. ×8. And ×16. Bam! That were lots of points. Let's make sure the game did not hide any coins down here. Doesn't look like it. In that case, let's ditch the umbrella and move on to room number 2. Inside of the tower this time. The stage continues. Let's use these balls in order to get ourselves up here. Oh. Melon 11 can be found here. Oh. I'm pretty sure there was a ball up there. Apparently I missed it. You. 12. There should be a room where coins spawn. Yeah, in a smiley form. Oh yeah, almost forgot about that. Whenever you use the Black and White Yoshi, the flutter jump while in super happy mood also becomes a lot faster, as you can see. Normally we slow down a lot whenever flutter jumping, but the Black and White Yoshi, whenever super happy, don't lose any horizontal speed whenever flutter jumping. Really awesome. Yeah, I did promise you these guys had special powers compared to the normal Yoshis. And now you can see. And I'm pretty sure that's not even everything. I'm pretty sure even now I'm forgetting a couple, but I'm pretty sure they will come up eventually. Let's in the meantime just continue with the stage. Here's a crate containing a vase. So let's go in there. This stage also has a mini game to clear, of course. Which one are we dealing with now? Ah, the floor already says enough. This is a flutter jump challenge. And since we're not super happy, we need to do it with regular flutter speed, I'm afraid. But even that should be possible. Just use the trick I explained earlier. And this pretty basic one should be doable. Pretty easy. Just remember never to hold the A button for too long. And this is how you're supposed to do it. Let's get the first letter of stage 4. The A. Also completing the second word of our little message. So, the moment you're super happy, this challenge would have been a lot easier. The super happy flutter jump. Oh, White Yoshi, why are you so awesome? Unfortunately, you're not able to play the minigame that way. It's impossible to actually get a lucky fruit in that minigame before you clear it, so... Don't think that is indeed a way to cheese it. There are no melons before the minigame, so... Getting super happy in there is pretty much impossible. Let's just continue, we're almost done anyway. Poochie over here has the 22nd melon hidden in the ground. Pretty easily found. But you do need to remember to actually go down quickly, because the minigame does throw you out a little bit higher, so don't forget to actually go back up here. Same deal with this little niche. Even though there's not a whole lot of room, there's definitely something here. You can barely ground pound in there, but there's definitely a melon. Going up here will actually give us special heart number 1. It took a while on the stage, but this is definitely the first one. The stage actually takes a while before the hearts actually get handed out, but this is supposed to be the first one. And there could be something here. Yeah, there is. Not a melon, but it is coins. Okay. Also nice to pick up, like I explained. Since this is the final run through this game, I definitely want to beat my high score. It's already pretty high up after the 3rd run. But this 4th one should actually be able to beat it even more. There are a couple of stages 4 that actually give the ability to get really high in your score. So the stage 4 run should be the perfect bet to get the highest possible score. Speaking of which, let's use the tulip to get these coins. Leading us to melon number 24. And the lucky fruit we get with it will also give us more coins. Leading us to more melons in the meantime. 26. Special heart number 2, also on this route. And then you can go down a bit in order to get all of the other coins in here. Getting every single one is a little bit too much of a hassle, I feel. There's a lot of tulips here that you can use to shoot yourself across this room. And getting every single coin in here, a little bit too much of a hassle, I feel. Just remember, there is a lot of stuff to get here. No! Let's not fail the shot. Try to get back up here. Because I'd like to continue covering the stage. I've made my point that there's way too many coins in this room, spread out across multiple levels, as you can see. But you want to stay high up in order to find yourself Miss Warp number 3 and the door leading to the final room of the stage. Probably also the most interesting one, because of the fun gimmick in here. Flutter on. Before the flutter jump ends, push the A button to stay in the air. Oh, now you're telling us. We just did a minigame actually making use of that fact. But it also works in this room, because of all the air puffs that are in here, pushing us upwards. And in this room we actually need to make use of that entirely. There's pretty much no platforms here. Occasionally we can find one like this one over here. But most of all we're going to use these air puffs in order to flutter away higher and higher. Finding melons and of course the final special heart. Also not in our possession yet, but can be found right over here. Let's go to this little cloud, because the cloud is actually what we're looking for here. All of the remaining melons will be found in here. Just ground pound all of the clouds you see, and you're good to go. Let's get even higher up. It's not always easy controlling your jumping and falling with these air puffs. Sometimes Yoshi actually doesn't really want to cooperate. But we are here. Here's melon 28. Set left, because the special heart should be on the left. But we're still good to go. That was the final one. And unlike the other 3 runs we did, this time we technically do need all of the special hearts, otherwise we're not even allowed to play stage number 4 on the next page. Only 3 special hearts will unlock you that. Oh, almost. But here we are, 29, 1 more to go. And you can guess where that is. At the final platform, where Miss Warp number 4 is sleeping, next to the vase leading back to the beginning. And a bubble, with a pretty obvious and predictable reward. The first run of the White Yoshi is a success. Special Yoshi or not, 30 melons is what we have. Melon complete. And there goes the final stage of page 1, finally. And like I said, the stages 4 are really good for scoring a lot of points, because this one already gives us 6,000 points. Already a record. And trust me, it's not the only stage 4 in this game where you can get really high with your scores. Our ultimate journey towards the high score has begun. Over 6,000 points in the first stage. The Special Yoshis are gonna try to beat the high score. Not knowing where to go, the Yoshis just climbed as high as they could. When they reached the top and looked around, they still didn't know where to go. Finding the super happy tree might not be as easy as they had thought. The page turned and the Yoshis grew happier. So, we have begun with our final run through Yoshi Story. This was the final time we were seeing page 1. Next time we're gonna go to page 2, stage 4, and we're gonna introduce the Black Yoshi in the final stage of page 2. Thank you all for watching, and see you folks next time. Treecks out.